Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to Rev Sports. I am here at the CCI which has been hosting the Mumbai Open for the past week. Today it was the semi-final day. However, it was a 15-year-old Indian schoolgirl which had been taking the tournament via a storm. A wildcard entry. Maya Rajeshwaran Revati, a 15-year-old from Tamil Nadu, had been taking step by step this tournament by storm. She went through she won three consecutive three-setter games to reach this semi-final. However, it was a hard fought, hard luck game for her as she crashed out in the semi-finals after her defeat in set sets to 117th ranked Jill Teichmann, a former top 30 player. Maya, this is what Maya had to say.
Good. Yesterday you had expressed, a concern about taking on the lefty.
Yeah.
You can maybe talk about how that experience.
It was worse than I expected.
Right, okay.
Also, I did play a very experienced player, and I kind of didn't expect me to play. I felt that I didn't play the way I hoped I would. That was one thing, and also I was physically a bit tired. Also, I had a long week. My legs were slowing down, and
Right.
as I said earlier, I always rely on my legs, which I think my legs gave up today. So that was something that I was not happy about, and I felt that was one of the main reasons that I lost.
How do you sum up the last 1 week from getting wildcard to the qualifiers to coming up to the semi-finals?
I mean, as I said earlier, I'm happy with this week. It was a good week for me, a lot of positives to take. And I do have many good things to take away, but as I said, today was not as good as I hoped it would be. But I'm not going back with a very negative mindset because I have lots of positives to take.
What are those positive points? What have you learned?
One thing is that I'm happy that I'm able to compete well. And the other thing, I'm physically able to keep up for like 5-6 matches in this level, but it's not going to be enough. I'll have to get used to playing longer weeks. That is something. And and my rankings gotten up. That's also something. And if I go back and compete in the juniors, I'll be able to feel a difference. I'm pretty sure that will happen too.
Jen was hitting the ball also much bigger than the rest.
Yeah.
So what was that experience?
One thing that I'm not very happy with playing the lefty is that their forehands to my backhands. I mean, my backhands are pretty solid, but hers was so heavy, hers was not flat, so I think most of them was bouncing over my head. So I was struggling with those shots, and I knew that she was gonna hit heavy, but I didn't expect me to struggle this much.
There was also a lot of net play involved, a lot more today. She was
I
trying
knew that she
different
was gonna
things.
come in because she's
Yeah.
also a very good doubles player. So I knew that she was experienced in coming to the net. I saw a bit of her play yesterday also. But I felt that I did have opportunities to pass. In the second set, I did have so many opportunities to get the games, but I did have so many points where I could have, dropped in the games, but I couldn't convert them into games. That is somewhere that I struggled.
Jill is of course a former world number 21, so
Yeah.
she is a big player. But and first time you're probably playing someone with such firepower.
Yeah.
Was that kind of one of the bigger learnings that you're taking, where because you got a
Definitely, yes.
first chance to see what it is going to be like at the the
At
high
the
end.
highest level, that definitely is. I mean, that is something that I have to work on, because as I improve, I think I'll be playing more players like these. I mean, not only to say that she was former 21, but even top 100, 150 will be playing the same. So I think that is something that I'll have to get used to. I feel like playing players more like these will give me experience to play them.
Sorry.
This was, I think, the first time that you lost the first set.
Yeah.
Does that scoreboard pressure also play?
Not really, because it's part of the match. I've also lost the first set many times before, and taking the second and third. So not new to me, but I did expect a very tough match. I didn't go with the mindset where I'm gonna take this match easily, and I didn't start very well also.
Yeah.
I was 4 up down, and none of the games were close. I felt like I started very bad, and I think I've mentioned earlier also saying that playing experienced players, one easy game and you're gone. And I gave 4 easy games, and it's very obvious that I was going to lose the set.
Yeah, you are only 15 and you have a whole lot of future ahead of you.
Yeah.
What do you dream? What is your ambition? What do you want to?
I want to short-term goals for now, so I'll have to make top 10 juniors by the end of the year, and make that transition a bit earlier than I hoped, because this tournament was unplanned for me in the first place, and making it this far brought my rankings up also. So I'm looking to make that transition. By the time I finish juniors, I should be there in the women's.
Who do you look up to? Who
Sabalanta.
why?
Because I love her tough mindset and she's a very aggressive player and I'd love to learn that from her.
Among the many things to look forward to, you're waiting to check out the rankings on Monday when they're out, isn't it?
No, I never check the rankings. So, sometimes I'm not on social media, but sometimes on WhatsApp something pops up on my phone. So that's when I'll know something. With juniors, I do follow rankings a bit keenly, but women's no.
So even this week, like you haven't kind of checked with every win that you had.
Live rank.
Live
No,
rankings.
sometimes if I feel like I ask my mom because she's an update every single minute.
Okay.
So I don't even have to check the news. I think I can get updates from her itself.
She was sitting very close to the today.
Her box
the
today,
coach,
yeah.
How do you balance your school life and tennis life? And
Well,
how
I
do you do?
was not in a very, what do you say, like a schooling environment because I've been traveling since I was young. But I was doing online school for like 3-4 years now, but I'll be joining physical school next month in Spain.
So what are the plans immediately after this? Are you heading to Mallorca?
I'll head back next week. I'll head back in a week. And then, I'll play a few tournaments around, prepare for the junior slams.
With a good bag full of experience from here.
Yes,
you'll be going
that's
there.
very true, yeah.
When are the two ITFs? I think I know you're supposed to play two ITFs at the Nadal Academy. When are those scheduled?
I think it's the last 2 weeks of Feb. Yeah, so I have a couple of weeks now.
So you will be
10 days or
you will be based in Spain for quite some time, or just
Yeah, for quite a long time, yes.
okay?
So that program still has to start, is it? Like officially, as in? Or
Officially, I mean,
You've spent-
yeah, but I've always been there for 3 months.
Okay.
So have you had a chance to meet Nadal or anyone?
I did, yeah, I did see him prepare for the Davis Cup.
No chance to interact with him. Or
No,
did you?
just a word or two, but not a conversation.
Maya, there was a full house today. I think the
Yeah.
biggest house that we saw in this week. And when you lost the first set, you were down. I mean, down a few games,
Yeah.
full up. The crowd was trying to get you back. Did you feel any kind of like pressure or burden that I have to do well for these guys?
No, I mean, not kind of a pressure, but end of the day, I knew that if I was taking that pressure, nothing was gonna work. So I just tried to focus on whatever I had to do, but I couldn't do my best, but I still tried to, so I was happy with that part.
Also, you got a standing ovation in the end after the game
Yeah.
for your performance throughout the tournament.
Yeah.
How do you feel? What are your thoughts on that?
I was really happy that people are understanding what was going on, and happy that they're being supportive throughout the week. I've seen many people who come every day and cheer up for me, and I'm really grateful for that, and I'm really happy that they were here. Hopefully, I play in front of the Indian crowd again, but I don't know what time it's gonna happen.
Maybe
I'm
next
pretty
year.
sure not anytime soon.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
next year. Yeah.
Pretty sure it's
Also-
not anytime soon. Yeah.
One thing, you're 15, and I saw a lot of kids coming up to you and taking autographs.
Yeah.
A lot of parents who have come to you for advice.
I think it's
What
the
does that
12
feel
national
like?
guys on
What
this
does that
week.
feel like when you're 15 and they're like 8 or 9 and they're asking for autographs and all?
I feel old actually. Actually, I do feel old.
Imagine how we feel.
I actually feel old, but happy that kids are coming and watching and all. But I do feel old. So the thing is, there's this 12 nationals starting today. It started today. I won the same nationals 3 years ago. So there were kids coming and saying that we're playing the 12 nationals and all. I was like, I'm pretty old now.
Thanks, man.
Thank you so much.
Congrats and
Despite the defeat, Maya remains the first ever Indian to reach this far in a WTA 125 event hosted in Mumbai, and the first ever since Sania Mirza to do it on a home soil. Now, the fans were coming in large number to see her play, and they cheered her throughout the game with a standing ovation at the end despite the defeat, to cheer her up, to appreciate the performance that she has shown throughout this tournament. Let's hear from them. What was your experience watching Maya's 15-year-old play at this level?
Actually, it's quite impressive at this age, at the age of 15, to get this kind of experience and, playing with the international players. So she was like, the opponent was like, world number 21. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And she played very well against a player like Simon, but I feel at the age of 15, it's very impressive to see such performances, and you can see that in coming 2 3 years you will see her playing at a top level. That's very impressive actually.
Such a big crowd for a game of tennis. What do you think? I mean, how do you think that? How impressive is that?
Actually, yeah, it's happening in Mumbai, so people are quite, yeah, so they are very passionate about the game, and also seeing player like Maya at the age of 15 playing at such competitions, so crowd gets excited, to see players, rising stars from India playing at level like this. That's very nice.
Your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, I liked her game actually, Maya. My daughter here in the management team, Kashmira. So she was telling me about her. So I first time saw her game, and I'm very impressed with her game. What a talent actually in India. So I think this is one of the discoveries we can say in tennis, in the women tennis we can say. So very nice. All the best to her for her future.
What do you think? How bright the future is for Indian tennis
I,
players like these come up?
See, I'm to hoping that from India somebody should be on the top in the international tennis. So I hope her all the best for the future.
Yeah. I also think getting such great exposure for young talent in India is something which we really need. This young talent has the potential, and playing against such professionals will always gain her more experience. And yeah, I guess the youth is ready for the international exposure now. So way to go ahead for Maya. Congrats.
Standing ovation in the end, playing 6 games on spot. What do you think? I mean, is this going to push the younger generation forward?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. This is the kind of motivation when you get from the crowd. So much people coming in, pitching in for her. Yeah, this is, I guess, the perfect setup for her.
Thank you. How was your experience watching Maya, 15-year-old, play at such a high level of sport?
It was incredible to watch her. At 15, it's crazy to play that way, and even the scoreline, the scoreline suggests like how the match was. She actually played really well, and she has a great future ahead for sure.
How do you like it? The crowd was giving us.
Yeah, it's a great ambience for sure. It's a good atmosphere.
Tennis getting so much support. How do you feel? Do you follow tennis?
Yeah, I follow tennis, and I've been playing tennis since I was a kid. So it's great to see the amount of eyes it's getting now.
Few words for Maya.
Good luck for the rest of the future.
Now Maya might go off to Mallorca to train in the Rafael Nadal Tennis Academy, but we are here to provide you with all the updates. So do not forget to hit the like, share and subscribe button.